All right, Bull, tell us a little bit about MenuRx before we get to our next topic.
Yeah, MenuRx is great. Spoke to my guy, Dr. Jake May, yesterday. We were talking. He did some metabolic testing on me. He can do it for you. Let me ask you a question. Do you want a scientist, a doctor, a nutritionist, somebody that studies and loves nutrition? Or are you going to just try some dope who wears a couple of wristbands and looks like he's in good shape on the internet and tells you to eat crackers and salmon all day and broccoli? Those things may be good for you, but what's this guy's credibility? He's got none. MenuRx, that's all they have is credibility. They've got you covered. And Dr. Jake told me that most Ohio health insurance companies cover most of the plans at MenuRx. So you might be able to get your program with them, one-on-one counseling, diets, or just eating plans to getting in better shape, tailored specifically for your body's needs, not for a giant group of people because they try to put everybody into one box. And even if it doesn't take your health insurance, you could possibly use your HSA, FSA. For most people, it will work. So do what so many others have done before. Go to menu-rx.com. If you sign up for any of their plans, right now you'll get a 1-year membership to the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, a $60 value, absolutely free. That's menu-rx.com. menu-rx.com.
Thanks for that, Bull. We're going to spend just a few minutes here on the Cleveland Cavaliers. There was a rumor that came out yesterday in terms of the Cavs and a free agent that at least piqued my interest a bit. Malcolm Brogdon, who's had a successful NBA career.
Yeah.
Bounced around to a couple of
Bucks.
teams.
Did he play for the Bucks?
He was with the Bucks. He was with the Pacers. He's been with Portland. He won Sixth Man of the Year in Boston 2 seasons ago.
All right.
He was the piece that Portland got back in the Drew Holiday trade. The report came out that he's reached a point of his career where he wants to win a ring.
Okay.
He's willing to take a significant discount, potentially even a veteran minimum contract, to join a title contender because he's done all the stuff he wanted to do.
So then he's not going to come to the Cavs then, right?
Oh, stop it.
You need to cut that out.
So my question to you guys is,
I'm the only one keeping
and
it
Jason,
real.
I'll start with you.
Don't do that either.
If you're going to believe the reports, and it's easy to say that now when push comes to shove and you have to sign your name on the dotted line and there's real money involved. Who knows? But for the sake of this, if you're going to believe the report that he'd be willing to accept a veteran minimum contract or a much cheaper contract than a player of his caliber is
Did he
worth.
say veteran minimum or no?
It was floated that he's willing to look into those kind of deals.
Okay, cool.
Is what the rumors were.
Good for him.
Jason, how do you think he'd fit in with the Cavs? Is that a guy that they should be pursuing, and would it impact their ability to bring back Ty Jerome if they did make a run at Malcolm Brogdon?
Yeah, I'd take Brogdon over Ty just because of what it would cost you in real life dollars. I'll believe it when I see it that Brogdon's willing to take a minimum.
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it.
What's the deal? Tell me. I've heard of him, but I don't know enough. Tell me.
He's had a lot of injuries. Real good player.
15, 4, and 5. I like that.
When he was with the Bucks, he was a really good player.
He's a creator, isn't he?
He can get his own shots.
Yeah, he's point guard.
Yeah,
he's had a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
That's one of the concerns with him.
But he's when
if
healthy,
if
he's
you
a
have
really
to
good
pay,
player.
if you have to pay $10 or $12 million for Ty Jerome, or you can get Malcolm Brogdon on a minimum, there's no. As far as I'm concerned,
What if you had to pay him the
easy.
same? I mean, who's better?
If you have to pay him the same, I'd probably take Ty.
Okay.
I think.
But would you trust Malcolm
is
more in the playoffs?
younger than Malcolm Brogdon. He's been in the league for years.
Well, who cares about age? You're trying
Ty
to win
was
now.
drafted in Brogdon was drafted in 16. And to Jason's point, injuries have been when he's healthy. Very, very, very solid player. In Boston a couple of years ago when he won Sixth Man of the Year.
Yeah.
Played in 67 games. Averaged 15 points on 49% shooting, 44 from 3, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal per game. He's a plus defender when healthy.
Oh, he is. How big is he?
A little older now. He's 6'5", 230 pounds.
How
Bigger
old
guy.
is he?
He'll turn 33 during the season.
Oh, so he's old.
But he's gotten some injury history.
Was
but
he still
when he's
good
been
like this
healthy-
past year? How'd he play? Because who was paying attention?
He's played in
No, he was with
60
Washington,
games the
wasn't
last
he?
2 years combined.
He in Washington now?
Oh, he was
Yeah,
in
he was in
Washington this
Washington.
past. I mean, like,
Yeah.
That's the
Washington
graveyard.
was-
does anybody like?
No wonder he's willing to take a league minimum.
What's a worse franchise? The Browns, the Wizards, the Rockies.
Rockies.
That's the worst?
Yes.
I would probably agree with you. I would actually say the Wizards and Rockies are worse than the Browns.
I would too.
I would too. I agree.
The Wizards have become such a disaster. I mean, for a while now. But
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
All right, what do we think? So we thumbs up in this or no?
I take him.
If he's going to take a vet min, I would take him in a heartbeat. To Jason's point, if the cost for Brogdon is $3-4 million for 1 year,
Yeah.
as opposed to Ty Jerome at 13-14 potentially for multi-years, as much as I like Ty Jerome, I think the cost benefit favors Brogdon on a 1-year deal.
How's he been in the postseason? That's all that matters.
Postseason career, I can pull it up for you. Hold on one sec.
Yeah. All right, so his career stats. Well, could you bring up his career stats again there, Steve? Did we have his? Oh, no, that was Ty versus Ty Jerome.
That was this season. If you want to go to his career, Steve, go up to.
Is there a career?
Yep, I got his playoff numbers here when you're ready to.
All right, Malcolm Brogdon. Okay, so for the career, 15-4-5, let's say, with 39% from three. 15-4-5, 39%. And what's he in the playoffs?
He's played in 43 playoff games.
Yeah.
He played in 6 in 2017. He played in 5 in 2018. He played in 7 in 2019. He played in 4 in 2020. And he played in 19 games in 23 with the Celtics.
All right.
For his career, he averages 12 points in the playoffs, 4-4.
All right, now, is the reason it's 12 and not 15 because he hasn't played well, or is it because his first year or two in the playoffs, he wasn't a guy who played much?
His year-by-year playoffs, 9, 9, 13, 21.5, 12.
All right, so it's been up and down. How's his three-point shooting in the playoffs? His three-point shooting this past year sucked, though, Mike.
38%. Yeah, he was hurt. He only played 20 games, so tiny sample size for his three-point
All right,
shooting.
so he's not moving the needle that much, is he?
He's not a game changer, but if he's healthy, he's a guy you definitely like on your bench.
I feel like we say that about everybody on the Cavs.
Well, that's what most bench players are.
What?
That's what most bench players are.
Are injury prone?
No, just I thought you meant like solid, not a game changer.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair. That's true.
Benedict Mathurin. We need one of those.
Man, what a game he had last night.
And he got benched against the Knicks. It's crazy.
Well, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he got benched against the
Mike
Knicks.
texted me last night if I was watching the game, but I was already sleeping by the time he texted me.
Awesome game last night.
I should have watched it. I watched it for a few minutes in the middle of the fourth quarter, and then I started talking with Aaron, and I just forgot about it. Went to bed. I forgot. And I was watching it when Brogdon hit that. Not Brogdon. When Mathurin hit that three to put him up, 98, 96 or something?
That's an ADD trait.
Yeah.
Watching the game and doing a conversation. All right, I'm out.
I'm out.
Ty, what do you think of Brogdon?
I like Michael Brogdon. Like
Malcolm.
I said,
You like him so much?
You forgot his name.
I said Malcolm.
You said Michael.
No, I didn't. I said Malcolm.
Whatever. Go ahead.
Maybe I didn't say it clear. I spoke fast.
Okay, you spoke fast.
I said I like
We'll give you
Malcolm
that.
Brogdon, but
Yeah.
I can see how you think I said Michael though.
It's fine. I'm just messing with
Anyways,
you.
I like Malcolm Brogdon. Listen, the guy would play for the Bucks. I know the guy clearly because I used to play with him on the game. He's a really good. He's a good player. I think y'all right about the money aspect. I think it would be hard, though, to let Ty just walk like that because I do like that chemistry between him and DeAndre Hunter coming off the bench together. Obviously, that won't happen. But if this guy can be healthy and he can give you, obviously he comes with the playoff experience and all those things, and he could be a show up in the postseason, this is a guy that can be a game changer. I mean, Ty Jerome did it all for the regular season where he would, when you needed him, he came in and he was that spark. And he just kind of was non-existent in the playoffs to where you needed that one guy to give you that spark off the bench. And if he can be that guy, which he certainly have done before, then that could absolutely help you get over teams like the Pacers and Knicks and all of those other teams. There you go.
All right, what else we got on Brogdon?
I like him. Veteran presence, has some playoff experience. I'm still a little skeptical that he'd actually take a vet minimum contract.
I don't believe it.
Because I feel like the kind of player he is, I believe he wants to go to a championship caliber team. He made the finals with Boston when they lost to the Warriors. He was not back on the team when they won it the following year, or last year when they won it. So I'm not 100% confident that a team that actually needs a backup ball handler and creator would it be willing to offer him more? And if he wants more, then probably prices the Cavs out. But
wouldn't he be better off going to a team that's in a better cap situation and has a better chance to win? Like Oklahoma City?
If he's going to a veteran minimum, it doesn't matter.
But if he wants to get paid more than that, but not break the bank, but still get paid more than that.
Then there's more teams that can use the non-taxpayer.
I mean, who's the best team in the league that could use him? Anybody?
Celtics.
Off the top of my head,
Oklahoma City?
In terms of money?
Forget the money. Just like who would he fit best on?
Who could use a backup point guard that can create 30 teams in the NBA?
All right, so if I'm him, I'm going to Oklahoma City.
The Bucks.
Bucks could use him.
Yeah, but the Bucks are not a contender.
Maybe in the playoffs.
They're not a real contender.
They lost to the team.
If I'm dogging the Cavs.
They lost to the team that's up 2-1 right now.
Who do they have besides Giannis? Is anybody else any good on that team?
Dame Dollar.
I mean, a year in Washington can break anybody. So maybe he is like, screw this, just get me into a healthy environment. But if
Washington's like dog years, right? 1 year is like 7 years.
Yeah. So, but if you have a team, let's use the Cavs, offering a league minimum, or you can go, I don't know, a mid-level team and get get the mid-level exception.
Yeah, right.
It's hard to turn down that money, especially he's probably got one decent deal left in him before he has to take. He doesn't have to take league minimum right now.
Right, yeah.
But he's getting close to that point. So if you want one more payday, it's hard to walk away from that.
He's earned $130 million in his NBA career.
That don't matter. They always want more.
Dallas.
I'm just saying that's his career earnings.
He go to Dallas. He could start until
he's made enough money. Back. I just whatever.
I don't know Dallas's payroll situation.
I don't either. Can't be that much.
Yeah, well, they might as well take him. Every other player on that team gets hurt every 10 seconds.
Kyrie and AD is the only two making money.
Making a lot of money.
Is PJ Washington making money like that?
Not
decent.
Like that.
Klay Thompson, decent.
They're not winning anything. Not with those guys.
They're
They all get hurt. Huh?
They're getting Cooper Flag.
If they're healthy,
they're not going to stay healthy. That team, you know that.
If they,
who ever thought the Pacers would go on a roll like this? If the Mavericks stay healthy from April to June,
but what are the odds?
They can make some noise.
What are the odds of Kyrie and Anthony Davis staying healthy through a run?
It's not that crazy.
No,
Kyrie's missing the first 70% of the season anyway.
Yeah. So
So he always stay healthy.
He's
for a couple
always
months.
how many seasons has Kyrie played more than 60 games?
If you give me 1 sec, I can look that up for you.
I guess early in his career he did more.
One.
No, he had injuries when
I'm
he
about
was
to say
here.
he had injuries at the beginning of his career.
For his career, Kyrie has played more than what's the number you want?
Yeah, just give me his game played by year.
51, 59, 71, 75, 53, 72, 60, 67, 20, 54, but that was the shortened COVID year, so percentage-wise, that would meet your threshold.
Yeah.
29, 60, 58, 50.
Not as bad as I thought.